Okay, let's head to the last attraction, which I assume is the giant... Ooh. Can I interact? Can I throw the balls? No. What's this one? Duck hunting. Come and see the strongest man alive. Popcorn. The amazing airplane flying pigs. Huh. I'm guessing that there is the hold on. Oh yep, I've done that bit. So what does this say? Chiaroscuro. So I'm assuming this is the last attraction, right?
Hey, has anyone seen the princess puppet? We can't really start the story without her.
That sounds like Daddy.
And there's the princess hat.
I know she's around here somewhere.
Oh god.
Ah, there she is. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a castle with her father, the king. The king loved her very much because daddies loved their daughters. Unfortunately, the kingdom also had an ogre who was eating travelers because ogres do that.
Do they?
So the king did what kings do and promised that anyone who slew the ogre would get to marry his only daughter, the princess, and become king.
Let me
when
guess,
he
the
died.
princess didn't agree.
The king's lands were very far away, and the ogre was very large, so only one knight showed up. His name was Fred, and he
Huzzah.
fell immediately in love with the princess. Fred was a brave knight, and he marched off the next morning, singing a brave song as loudly as he could. After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had happened to her future husband. So she set off into the forest to look for him. The princess tracked Fred's footprints through a strange wilderness full of scary sounds and hidden dangers. Chasms filled with razor-sharp bamboo. Fortunately, she was a very brave princess who loved adventures, just like you. She used her wits to get past unexpected obstacles.
I see.
She came to a wide river filled with snapping crocodiles. She couldn't even swim. So what do you think she did?
She jumped across on their
Stand on top of their
heads.
heads.
That's right! It was a magical forest where the plants seemed to know each other. She had to use magic mushrooms to get high or up. She learned to use some bendy tree branches to fling herself across a patch of deadly sharp bamboo. As the sun was setting, she came to the giant ogre's campsite. And there, the princess discovered the ogre had captured Fred and hung him from a tree as a snack. The ogre did not appreciate visitors at all. Even Fred seemed a little embarrassed to see her.
Oh no, she's dead. So how do I do this? Oh. I don't know what I'm meant to do. What am I supposed to do? So am I supposed to jump on its club as it hits me? What? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Obviously shifting out doesn't work. Okay, hold the fuck on. Okay, I think I've got it. Da-da! That's how you do it.
But the princess was a woman of action, and she was nimble, and the ogre was clumsy and easy to taunt.
Oh, fuck
What's a
yous.
That's when you make fun of them. You should never make fun of people, but with ogres, sometimes you have to.
So, turning around. 3, 2, 1. What? What is that shit? Thank you. Okay. Turn around. 3, 2, 1. Like that. I've saved the day, I think.
And so the princess tricked the ogre and rescued Fred. Fred didn't feel too good about it.
Yay.
He really loved the princess. Fortunately, the king told him about a giant spider that he could slay in order to win the princess's hand. So Fred marched off to the lair of the giant spider, singing a brave song, a little less loudly than before. After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had happened to her future husband. So she went off looking for him again.
Again?
Fred's footprints led her into a dark and creepy cavern, full of strange dripping sounds, kind of like the basement at school. Her footsteps echoed and echoed, until it sounded like someone was following her. Soon she came to a vast pit, filled with vicious, deadly spikes. It was much too big to jump over, but far off, she could hear moaning. She thought it might be Fred. So what do you think she did?
I know.
What?
She used an umbrella.
What?
Like that nanny in that movie.
This is the Middle Ages, honey. Where would she get an umbrella?
I don't know, but that's what she used.
I don't think I have an umbrella.
Well, you better find one, because she used an umbrella.
Where am I supposed to get an umbrella?
Oh, I see. Interact.
Oh,
There it
there we
is.
go. So, the princess bravely threw herself into the air, slowing her fall using an umbrella. Just like that nanny in the movie. She floated down into the cave. Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. She thought she could hear Fred moaning.
Better try that
Maybe
again.
it was only the wind.
What? Try that shit again.
Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. She thought she could hear Fred moaning. But maybe it was only the wind.
No, it's the spider. You silly girl. See? It's the spider. You fucking serious? I think I'm gonna edit most of this shit out. Ah. You know what, fuck it. You guys are watching this. I am not gonna edit a bloody thing. You can just watch me keep attempting this
Deeper
bloody
and
drop.
deeper into the cavern she floated.
Yes, I
She
know.
thought she could
Deeper
hear
and deeper.
Fred moaning.
You shut
Maybe
up
it was
about
only
it.
the wind.
No, I'm not gonna go that way. Now, will you not touch the stalagmites?
Finally, she landed softly, right in a spider's web.
Oh no.
Fortunately, it was a very old web, and she was able to break free. Unfortunately, the web was the only thing holding up a giant boulder. The princess needed to find somewhere to hide.
And like that, I fucked up again. This is getting annoying. I've played Limbo, this should be fucking easy. Which is basically what this is, it's a Limbo. It's gotta be a Limbo reference. It's another bloody
Suddenly,
boulder.
a giant spider jumped out of the shadows and attacked her. She ran and climbed and jumped and climbed, but the giant spider was very good at climbing too. It had 8 legs and the princess only had 2.
Fucking hell. And I'm stuck. This is probably the most frustrating part of this damn game right now. This isn't meant to be a platformer. And I can hear my mate telling me, laughing at me right now. You always play platformers. Oh my god! Get up the fucking... I'm raging at him. Oh, I'm raging. This game isn't meant to be hard. Fuck off and die! Why is this so frustrating?
Fortunately, the princess remembered how the webs were holding up boulders.
Fuck off. Thank you. I guess that's how the bloody spider dies.
Poor spider.
Jesus Christ.
Finally, she found Fred. He was all wrapped up like a present for the giant spider's girlfriend. He was dreadfully embarrassed about having to be rescued again. He really loved the princess. The princess decided he was cute. Fortunately, the king told him about a dragon that he could slay in order to win the princess's hand and stop being so embarrassed. So Fred marched off to the mountaintop of the dragon, singing a brave song, very quietly. After a few
Well, I
days,
guess she
the
doesn't
Why
princess got to wondering,
her dad kept trying to give her away?
that too. But she was worried about Fred, so she went off to find him.
Again? Was he hiding? Don't want to have to fight
The
a
dragon's
dragon.
mountain was cold, and the wind howled at her to turn back. There were rock slides and fiery chasms, but she was very brave and
you
nimble,
bitch.
just like you. She wasn't going to be put off by a few deadly dangers.
No, most
Up
definitely
and
not.
up she climbed. When she got cold, she thought about the hot buttered muffins she would make once she got Fred home. Do you still like muffins?
I love muffins.
The
Damn it.
princess hoped Fred liked muffins.
Well, I don't care if he likes muffins. I hope he buggers off. This guy's obviously not worth the damn trouble. Let me guess there are more. Oh, good.
When the princess got to the lair of the dragon, she was not very surprised to see Fred hanging from the roof of the dragon's cave. So she taunted the dragon until it roared its fiery breath at her.
Well, what the fuck am I So I have to jump and hide behind the rock. Okay. I have to do it 3 times. One more time, dragon.
Finally, burning away the ropes that were tying up Fred. And so the princess and Fred lived happily ever after. Fred never had to go on another adventure again, and they had hot buttered
Thank
muffins
Christ.
every morning. There is another version of the story where the princess flew off on the dragon's back to have a life full of adventures, but that's for another day.
Thank God. I'm sick of this
Yay!
fucking...
Yay, Dawn, you did it!
I didn't... What? Handy person. Oh, can I eat the popcorn? No. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go to the circus tent. Getting too old for this. Getting too old for this shit. No, I can imagine that would have been so much easier if I had a controller. Spoiler alert, I'm playing this on keyboard and mouse. Do I get to watch the circus performance? Yes.
Vincenzo came back!
Hey, what do you think, Vincenzo? Did you ever consider trying out for the trapeze?
They're good at what they do, Mr. Fenris. I'll give you that.
I got my balloon back, I got a princess from my puppet theater, and my pirate ship is sailing the bounding main.
So you're a man of your word.
Go ahead, count it. It's all there. Need a hand with your stuff?
My apparatuses are very delicate, and I don't like anyone in my workshop. You provide the audience, Mr. Fenris, and I will provide amazement. Mr. Fenris, why are you organizing this circus? I know who your investors are.
I promised my wife and daughter I'd clean up my act.
But if I don't pull in the crowds for you, those boys are gonna put you in the river.
Without Cat and Didi, I wouldn't care much if they did.
Ah.
So those crowds better come.
I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to Vincenzo.
No, Didi, come back.